Today we are going to study a new chapter, that is exponents and powers. What is power? So here we can see that 5 into 5 into 5 equals 5 cube. We know that is 125. So here power of a number that describes or that gives an idea of how many times a number has been multiplied. So here 5 is multiplied 3 times. 5 into 5, that equals 5 is raised to its power to 3. 5 raised to 3, we will read like that. 5 raised to the power 3. The answer is 125. Okay, so a power gives an idea of how many times a number has been multiplied, the number of times. Okay, so here this 5 can be called as base of that expression, and 3 is the exponent or index. Okay, 5 is the base and 3 is the exponent. So here we know that 10 raised to 3 equals 10 into 10 into 10, that is 1000. Then 10 raised to 2, 10 square, 10 into 10 equals 100. Then 10 raised to 1, that equals 10, only 1. Then what is the value of 10 raised to 0? 10 raised to 0 equals 1. Any numbers, its power is 0, its value is 1. Then what about 10 raised to minus 1? 10 raised to minus 1, that will be 1 by 10. Okay, 10 raised to minus 1. If the power of a number is negative, that will be the multiplicative inverse of that number. That means 3 raised to minus 2, that equals 1 by 3 raised to 2. 3 is square. Okay, 3 is square's inverse, multiplicative inverse, that is 1 by 3 square. Okay, so 4 raised to minus 3, 1 by 4 raised to 3. Okay, so here we can say that a raised to minus m equals 1 by a raised to m. A raised to minus m equals 1 by a raised to m. So here a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. This a raised to m is a multiplicative inverse, that is 1 by a raised to m. Okay, so this you have to remember. Okay, now we are moving to one of the important parts in the chapter, that is laws of exponents. This exponents is powers, some certain laws are there that can be used in solving questions. Okay, so here the first law of exponent, first one, a raised to m into a raised to n equals a raised to m plus n. A raised to m into a raised to n equals a raised to m plus n. So just to see, 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 2 equals 10 raised to 3 plus 2, that equals 10 raised to 5. So here we know that 10 raised to 3 equals 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 raised to 2, 10 into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it is multiplied. That is 10 raised to 5. Similarly. Okay, so we got the conclusion that a raised to m into a raised to n equals a raised to m plus n. So here 10 cube into 10 square equals 10 raised to 3 plus 2, that is 10 raised to 5. The second law, in the case of division, a raised to m divided by a raised to n equals a raised to m minus n. Okay, so a raised to m divided by a raised to n equals a raised to m minus n. So in the case of multiplication, we added the powers. In the case of division, we are subtracting the powers. So here also you just see 10 raised to 3 divided by 10 raised to 2, that will be 10 raised to 3 minus 2, that equals 10 raised to 1, that is 10. So here you can see that 10 raised to 3, 10 into 10 divided by 10 raised to 2, 10 into 10. 10 into 10, then you will get answer 10. Okay, so this is the second law of exponent. Now see the third law of exponent. Third law, that is a raised to m all raised to n equals a raised to m into n or a raised to mn. A raised to m, all raised to n equals a raised to m into n. We have to multiply this a raised to mn. So just to see, 10 raised to 2 all raised to 3 equals 10 raised to 2 into 3, that equals 10 raised to 6. So here 10 raised to 2 all raised to 3 means what? 10 raised to 2 into 10 raised to 2 into 10 raised to 2. Okay, so that means 10 raised to 2, that 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That equals 10 raised to 6. Both are same. Okay, so this is the third law of exponent. A raised to m, the whole raised to n equals a raised to m into n or a raised to mn. We can prove like this. Okay, then the fourth one, that is an important point that I told you before. A raised to 0 equals 1. For any number, if its power is 0, its value is 1. Then one another, fifth law. A raised to m divided by b raised to m equals a by b all raised to m. So here the power of two numbers, that is a raised to m and b raised to m, if the powers are equal, then we can write that all together, a by b all raised to m. So here 10 raised to 2 divided by 6 raised to 2, we can write 10 by 6 all raised to 2. Only that the power should be same, then we can write, that means this square is for 10 and this square is for 6 also. Okay, that is simple. These are the laws of exponents. You have to by heart it, you have to understand thoroughly that. Okay, now let us solve some questions from your textbook, exercise 12.1. So here, evaluate 3 raised to minus 2. First question is 3 raised to minus 2. So here, the power of this number is negative. What is the meaning of that? That means 1 by 3 raised to. So we have to. It is the multiplicative inverse of 3 raised to 2. Okay, so here 1 by 3 raised to 2. That is 1 by 3 into 3. That equals 1 by 9. Simple, you can do that. Okay, so when the power is minus, you have to write it's 1 by 4. Okay, so next question is minus 4 raised to minus 2. So here 1 by this minus 4 will not change, minus 4 raised to 2. Here the power is negative, that is why. Okay, that means 1 by minus 4 into minus 4. That equals minus into minus plus 16. 1 by 16. So next question, simplify and express the result on the power notation with the positive exponents. First question, minus 4 raised to 5 divided by minus 4 raised to 8. So here both are minus 4. So that is in the form of a raised to m divided by a raised to n. You can use the second law of exponents. A raised to m divided by a raised to n equals a raised to m minus n. Okay, so here minus 4 raised to 5 divided by minus 4 raised to 8 equals minus 4 raised to 5 minus 8. What we will get? Minus 4 raised to minus 3, 5 minus 8. So minus 3 will be there. Then if the power is negative, what will come? 1 by minus 4 raised to 3. In power notation we have to write. Question is that is what? The positive exponent 1 by minus 4 raised to 3. That is the answer for that. Because in the question it is simplify and express the result on power notation. With the positive exponent, our exponent's power is 3 only. So our answer is correct. Then the second question, 1 by 2 raised to 3 all raised to 2. So 1 by 2 raised to 3, what is that actually? If you write in the normal way, 2 raised to minus 3. Then whole raised to 2. 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to minus 3, whole raised to 2. What will come? A raised to m whole raised to n equals a raised to m into n. So here 2 raised to minus 3 into 2, that equals 2 raised to minus 6. 2 raised to minus 6 means what? If the power is minus 1 by 2 raised to 6. That is the answer. 1 by 2 raised to 6. So here it is in the form of power notation and our power is positive. Okay, so go through these questions once again and solve it. Okay, see the next question. Find the value of 3 raised to 0 plus 4 raised to minus 1 into 2 square. How can we write this? So here 3 raised to 0, we know that is 1. 1 plus 4 raised to minus 1. 1 by 4. Okay, into 2 raised to 2 is 4 only. So here 1 plus 1 by 4, how we will add? So this, here LCM is 4. 4 plus 1 by 4 into 4. That equals 5 by 4 into 4. 4 and 4 cancel and our answer is 5. See the next question. 2 raised to minus 1 into 4 raised to minus 1 divided by 2 raised to minus 2. These all powers are negative. So we have to write 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2 square. Okay, so 1 by 2 into 1 by 4, 1 by 8 divided by 1 by 2 square, 4. So here in place of division what we want to do? We are multiplying with this multiplicative ways. That means 4 by 1. So 8 and 4 cancel 2. So here 1 by 2 is the answer. Okay. So here all powers are negative. So we have to write like this. Then instead of division we are multiplying with this multiplicative inverse. Okay, reciprocal we are using and getting answer 1 by 2. So next question in the exercise, evaluate. So first question. So 8 raised to minus 1, that is we know that 1 by 8 into 5 cube, 5 into 5 into 5, 125 divided by 2 raised to minus 4, that is 1 by 2 raised to 4. So we can write this in simple way, 1 by 8 into 125, this division divided by 1 by 2 raised to 4 is 2 into 2 into 2 into, so that is 16. Okay, so here 1 by 8 into 125 divided by 1 by 16, how we can do that? 1 by 8 into 125, instead of division, multiplying with its reciprocal 16 by 1. So here 16 and 8 can be cancelled, 2. 125 into 2, 250. Okay, that is the answer, 125 into 2, 250. So here one another question, find the value of m for which 5 raised to m divided by 5 raised to minus 3 equals 5 raised to 5. So here the power is given as m. We have to find the value of m. So first of all you have to identify the law of exponents used here. So here a raised to m divided by a raised to n equals a raised to m minus n. So here m minus n, m minus minus 3. That equals, what is the value we got? 5. So here, if you are dividing, we have to subtract the powers. So here I am subtracting the power m and minus 3. M minus 3. So what is the answer? 5. 5 raised to 5. So answer is 5. So here m minus minus, that will be m plus 3 equals 5. So m equals 5 minus 3, that equals 2. That is the value of m. So just to check that, 5 raised to 2 divided by 5 raised to minus 3 equals 5 raised to 2 minus minus 3. Okay, that equals 5 raised to 2 minus 2 plus 3, that is equal 5 raised to 5. We got the answer. Okay, this is the way to find. So which law of exponent is used there? Based on that, you have to form that equation and solve it. Now let us check how can we write these exponents in its standard form. One basic form is there for writing this number. That means one digit and then other all decimals. That is the format of that. So here, actually the usage of this chapter, the importance of this chapter is based on this actually. So when we get some bigger numbers, there will be 10 or 12 zeros in that. We are not able to read and it will take much space for writing also. So we have to write that in the shortest form. So here one number. So one number we got. So how can we write this in the standard form? So here whenever we write, we are taking only one digit, 1 point, then other two numbers, 56, then into 10 raised to its powers. How many? That means, with simple way, you have no need to think much. Where we had taken the point here. Then after this, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 raised to 14. That is the answer for that. In simple way you can write that. So here one digit we have to separate. The remaining digits you have to count. That means it's a power you write. You can easily make it. Then when we get the smallest number 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 7. Okay. So here also the same way we are taking 7 into 10 raised to. So 7. So here the point will come. From here you have to count how many digits are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits into 10 raised to minus 8 because it is coming to this side. When it moves to right side, the power will be positive. When it comes to this side, it will be negative. So simple way we can write this. This equals actually 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 7 by 10 raised to 8. Okay. Then we are writing that 7 into 10 raised to minus 8. Okay. So instead of that, it's just a thing like this. The digit 7 we have to take 7 into 10 raised to. That means from 7 you have to count. How many digits are there? That means the power will be negative. If we count to the left side, if we count to the right side, the power will be positive. Only that in simple way you can write it. So think like that and solve it. Okay. So now you learned how can we write exponents in its standard form. So if you get the standard form of one exponential expression, so how can we write that in the usual form? Just to see, express the following numbers in its usual. What is the actual form of that number? So here, 3.02 into 10 raised to minus 6. 10 raised to minus 6. So here, 10 raised to minus 6 means that time itself in your mind, you should think the decimal point will change to move to left side 6 places. 6 places after the point, 6 places it will move to left side. So here you have to write 302. So from 3, here it was the decimal, from 3 onwards, first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then point will come here. This is the answer for that. So from here you want to count where is the point. After that, 6 more digit to left side if the power is negative. Simple way. Otherwise, in the actual way, if you take 3.02 into 10 raised to this is in 1 by 10 raised to 6. That means 3.02 divided by 10 raised to 6. That equals 3.02 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the number. So when we divide with this type of number, what we want to do? That much zeros we want to move to this side. That time also we will get the same 6 places to this side. So here 302 from 3 onwards we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The same answer you will get. This is a simple way. Where is the decimal? From there you have to count 6 places to left side. Then you will get the answer. See the second question. 4.5 into 10 raised to 4. 4.5 into 10 raised to 4. So this means 4 zeros. Move 4 places to right side after the point. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. After the point, 4 places. Here it was a point. Then after the point, 1, 2, 3, 4 places. 45,000. That is the answer for this. Okay, so here we learned how can we write the bigger numbers into its standard form, and so how can we convert the standard form into its actual form also. Okay, and we learned some laws of exponents, and by using that how we simplified or evaluate questions. Okay, all of you practice this. Most of the questions from the exercise I have solved here. The remaining questions I will give in your notes. Okay.